Hi everybody, Ellen here. Today I come to you guys to talk about my July TBR. I actually go on a 5-week vacation, like in the beginning of July. I think I work the first 3 days of July and then I'm off. And therefore I've actually chosen a TBR with like 6 books on it. As always, I hope to read more than that, but because of recent events and reading like really little, I don't know how that's gonna go, but yeah, let's start talking about the books. First we have Girl Made of Stars by Ashley Erin Blake. I've actually recently started following Books and Lala on booktube, and she's been talking about this book a lot, like in her older videos, and I've owned this for quite some time now, and I feel like now is good time as any. So in this one we meet Mara and Owen, and they are twins, and everything is, going just as it should. But then one day Mara's best friend Hannah actually accuses Owen of raping her. And Mara's just trying to figure out like how to support her brother, because she's had trouble believing that he would do such a heinous crime, but also she knows that her best friend wouldn't lie about something like this, and she doesn't really know how to take it all in really. So we get to follow the aftermath of this rape, and like, yeah, I don't really know what to expect. It does feel like a very hard-hitting subject to read about, but yeah, hopefully it will be very good. Hopefully it will be well written, and I feel like, we get something out of it. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this one. And then we have The Vanishing Deep by Astrid Scholt. This is about two sisters. We meet Tempe. She's 17 years old, and she has been trying to sort of collect different things that are hidden beneath the water from this city destroyed after the Great Wave centuries ago, and she's trying to collect these different things to be able to sell them, because she wants to resurrect her sister, and she'll be able to do that for 24 hours because she wants answers from her, and what she wants to find out is why she killed their parents. And mystery ensues. So I'm really looking forward to finding out what happens. I've been wanting to read this book way before it came out, so I need to get going. And then we also have Layer of Dreams by Libba Bray. This is the second book in the Diviners Quartet, I want to say. I think it's 4 books. This is really chunky, but I do feel like it would be a quick read because I definitely flew through the Diviners. This has been on one of my previous TBRs earlier this year, and I never got around to it because, well, major reading slumps and shit like that. But I really do want to continue on with the series. I do own all of the books that are out. I think it's 4 books. So I just want to read it. And in this one we meet Evie, and she actually moves to New York City to live with her uncle. It's the 1920s, if I don't remember wrong. And Evie has sort of a special ability that, like, if she touches someone's shoe or whatever, she'll be able to see things that happen to the owner while wearing the shoe and stuff like that. So when suddenly there's a lot of different weird mysterious deaths around town, her uncle is actually called in by the police to be able to consult them, because he sort of works with the occult and stuff like that. But Evie wants to help out because she feels like her power might be in good use at this, and shit goes down. It's really entertaining and really amazing book, the first one was. Even though I sometimes have a little bit trouble of liking Evie. I feel like she's a little bit hard to like sometimes, but I do really want to find out what's going to happen in book 2. And then we have The Burning Maze by Rick Riordan. This is the 3rd book in the Trials of Apollo. Like you guys know, I really adore Rick Riordan's books, as you can see, because these are all the ones I've read by him, plus the 2nd book in the series. I read The Dark Prophecy in June, and I really did enjoy it, and I feel like I need to keep on going with the books because I need to be caught up, because I think book 5 is coming out in September or something like that of this year, so I really need to get caught up. But in the first book we meet the god Apollo, and he has sort of had this feud with Zeus, so he's cast down onto Earth to live as an immortal teenager. He's gangly, he's pimply, he doesn't have any powers anymore, and you know, people are out to kill him, and he just has to, you know, get help from some friends to be able to survive the day, and at the same time he needs to try to save the world pretty much. And I really do like Apollo, or Lester as he's called when he's immortal. And you guys know I love mythology and stuff like that, so really high hopes for the third book, because I did really enjoy the first and the second book in this series. And now we have 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. This one we meet Sophie, and this book takes place around Christmas, and she actually had planned to, you know, spend her winter holidays with her boyfriend, but then suddenly out of nowhere he actually ends up breaking up with her, and Sophie goes to spend Christmas time with her family, and her entire family are trying to, you know, set her up with different guys, so she goes on 10 blind dates, and you know, shit happens, and suddenly her ex-boyfriend shows up and wants to give the relationship a second chance, and you know, shit goes down. And I just feel like I really need some contemporary at this point, so hopefully this will be a very quick read. And then the sixth and the last book is, by nobody's surprise I think, a historical fiction, because I'm obsessed at this point. But this is The Passion of Dosa by Julie Berry. I did read Lovely War by Julie Berry a couple of months ago, absolutely adored it, so I really want to, you know, give her other books a chance. But this one is a little bit different to say the least, because we meet Dosa beginning she and her mother are actually sentenced to burn for heresy. Dosa is the only one that manages to escape with her life, and she has not a chance but to, you know, flee, and she stumbles into this small village, and she's weak and she's helpless, but she runs across these 3 sisters who offers to conceal her in the back room of their tavern, and with, you know, pursuers at her heels, it's only a matter of time before she's found. And it's pretty much about, you know, when the moment arrives, will her devotion be enough to save her? So it sounds really interesting, and like I said, I really love Lovely War. If any of you guys have read this, please let me know down below. Yeah, honestly, I feel like I have a really good collection here, because there's a lot of different genres and age groups and everything. So we have a little bit of hard-hitting contemporary, more like lighter contemporary, we have middle grade, we have historical fiction, we have a little bit of fantasy in the middle grade as well. So, you know, I feel like it's a good mix. But yeah, if you have read any of these books, please let me know down below what you thought about them, without spoiling of course. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give me some thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the button down below. And yeah, I hope we see each other in the next one. Bye!